All these things that I do, all these words, all these poems, all this drama, well, it's kind of a lunch counter art. But art is so vague, and lunch is so real. I'm part of those Puerto Ricans that came of age in the 1970s. We knew then what the U.S. Census Bureau is telling us now. Damn, there's a whole bunch of you guys up here. I mean, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Argentinians, South Americans, Rancan. In 1974, at the San Juan Bautista Festival, there were so many Puerto Ricans up in there, you could walk on their heads from one side of town to the other. We were in the house. Screw that, man. We owned the house. It wasn't a great house, but it was ours. We added the swagger to the streets of New York that is now considered urban style. Spick, chic, Spanish people in control. Recently went out to Chicago. Man, them Puerto Ricans out there are something else. I mean, son nacionalista, they're nationalists, they're hardcore. I mean, they have taken Pedro Albizu Campos and canonized that brother, put him straight up in front of a church, man. Big old statue of Albizu. I mean, they are so down, they went and got these big wrought iron flags, right? They made these Puerto Rican flags. I mean, they're like 80 feet by 50 feet. These things are large. They got this blue field on them that's the Independentista field, the Independence color, and they put one flag at the end of Division Street, they put another flag at the end of Division Street. They said, this is ours, yo. Those guys are down, man. Don't be messing with them. They will eat you up alive. I mean, I went to this one brother's house, right? Puerto Rican dude, right? I mean, he is down. He was so down, he had built all his furniture out of plátanos and coconuts. This brother was so down, he had the right pornography in his bathroom. He had naked people in el yunque. This brother was so down, he had a lamp that was shaped like Betances. You know, the revolutionary writer. Brother had a beard. You tuck on the beard, the brother's eyes would light up saying, Libertad, libertad, liberty, liberty. Yeah, light up the world. Them brothers were down, boy. I tell you, I will not mess with them Chicago Puerto Ricans. And don't get me started with those undercover Puerto Ricans all across the country. You know the kind I'm talking about. Sometimes a Puerto Rican just be going through town, land up there, end up living there for the rest of his life. Never knew what the hell hit him, but goddamn, he stays Puerto Rican. I lived out in Bowling Green, Ohio. Now, for most of you who are not schooled in the United States geography, Bowling Green, Ohio is por la venta del carajo. El carajo is a little bit further than hell and just this side of Los Angeles. This is one place you don't ever want to know about. I was hanging out there talking to the local Latino population, the local Mexicans. Hey man, what are you, my friend? What are you? I'm a Puerto Rican, yo. A Puerto Rican? Oh, that's very interesting. We've got one Puerto Rican. That's right, I'm gonna find me the only Puerto Rican living up in this area. 20 miles away. His parents had abandoned him there while they were picking tomatoes back in the 40s. Yo, what's this brother's name? What's this brother's name? I gotta meet me, this Puerto Rican. Damn, I'm so far from home, 2,000 miles. There's another Puerto Rican. There's an opportunity for a chuleta. Yo, what's up? What's his name? I think his name is Flaco. Flaco. I traveled 2,000 miles to find the skinniest Puerto Rican in the whole region. Ain't I the lucky one? Yes, sirree, Bob. It's a grand old thing that we got going here. The second majority. I mean, there's always a Puerto Rican in the mix. You know, if you look deep enough, you're gonna find one. Jesus had a Puerto Rican at the Last Supper. Brother was hanging out. Told him straight up, be careful, bro. They watching you. Yeah, Puerto Rican knows everything. There's always been a Latin in the mix. We laugh at the spectacle, bound by the code of the great game. 1, we're all going to hell. Well, except maybe you guys listening to this, me and Mother Teresa, and even I have been a whore. 2, corruption has existed since the days of Adam and Eve, and the 2 gorillas who came before them. 3, needs are absolute.
A job with all the benefits correlated with the sweat and time invested by myself. A job that don't step on my pride. A job that doesn't shorten my life on earth, that will inspire me to help my bosses their part of the proceeds collect. I need a job today. A job, I need a job to keep my peace with God. A job to make me stop wishing for an early grave. A job, I need a job today. Folks that got a job that does its job, can see some sense in this relate. But folks that lost their faith, that rot away with pain, day after day after day after day, they strike at each other, hoping to find in greater pain a sedative. A man without a job is lost in this labyrinth of hell.
Each night I drift away and I dream of better yesterday. But a man like me is never free. All my tomorrows are branded by yesterday's sorrow. And the children cry, the children die, the mother wails, and the father fails. Lower East Side is taking my life away. And I fight to leave, and I fight to stay. Lower East Side is taking my life away. Not one damn block belongs to us yet, no, not one damn block.
This is the graveyard of modern progress. No love, no care, no mighty sweet pity. Just these scars of indifference and the destruction of the gardens of our soul. Whose weeds of anger will never let us forget that they are not human. The things we have to learn, we learn by doing it. By helping each other break the chains that bind us to such wretchedness. We have learned that we will live collectively or we will die in pieces. And we know this now. We must now rise up from this oppression. Yes, rise so we can live as human beings.